Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night here. We are back again with another viewer battle, and today's battle is versus none other than Perlie the Serene. Now, Perlie has been out to my streams many times, and we've had quite a few individual matches here and there. And I just want to say, Perlie, thank you very much for your patience with me getting this video up. So we are doing a singles battle, 6-on-6, and as you can see, I've got myself an Oricorio, and they've got a Ribombee out here onto the field. Now, one thing I could do, I could go for the Revelation Dance, or I could go just in for the Air Slash. Air Slash definitely is probably the best choice here due to the fact that it is a bug-type Pokemon. Now, they've gone in for the Sticky Web, which is actually going to lower the speed of my entire team, this entire battle. And as you can see, they've been able to hold on with their Focus Sash with the attack that came in. Now, of course, there is the Moonblast in retaliation, doing a serious amount of damage off onto the Oricorio, but luckily for us, we're able to pick up the KO and finish off that Ribombee pretty fast. Now, the big issue here is that Sticky Webs. I actually have nothing that I can do to get rid of that Sticky Webs. So every Pokemon that I'm going to come in is going to be able to have their stat for speed lowered. Next Pokemon that's coming in is going to be a Decidueye. Now, it's actually kind of interesting. I've never seen one flying before. Usually, every time I see a Decidueye, they're always on the ground, but then again, I've seen a lot of Hisuian Decidueye lately. So we're going to go in for the Revelation Dance, and of course, that would be a Ghost-type move in this situation. However, they've gone in for the Shadow Sneak, which is able to pick up the KO due to the fact of the typing. It is a priority-based move, of course, and it will attack first in that situation or outcome. Now, the next Pokemon that I'm going to bring in here is my Electros. Now, you guys have seen Electros back in the day of Regulation A, B, and I believe C. For me, I used to use this team quite a bit, and unfortunately, its usefulness in any newer regulation is just not there. So I was very fortunate to be able to bring it out to this battle. Decidueye has gone in for the Swords Dance, and we've retaliated with a Flamethrower. Of course, now that the Decidueye has a boost in attack stats, they're going to go in for that whole Spirit Shackle. Now, Spirit Shackle, of course, is a signature move to Decidueye, and they are able to pick up that KO off onto the Electros. So unfortunately, that is 2 Pokemon out. But we still have quite a few Pokemon here still remaining onto the team. As you guys can see, we still have Haxorus. And Haxorus is kind of my go-to Pokemon on this team, and as well many others. You guys might remember Isabelle. So here we go. We're coming in with a good old Haxorus. Unfortunately, the speed is dropped due to the Sticky Web. But we do have that Mold Breaker ability, so that may actually come in handy at some point in this battle. Will we survive a Spirit Shackle or any other move in this turn? Honestly, I have no idea. It is at a +1 attack, and could be quite deadly if I get hit by any kind of a big hitting move. As you can see, I'm kind of debating between the whole Dragon Dance or Dragon Claw, just to be able to get my speed up, my attack up, or even just to be able to go into the attack mode here. Dragon Claw was definitely a good call. Being able to pick up that KO off onto that Decidueye, basically not really pairing, but tying this battle up. Next Pokemon that comes in on Perlie's side is going to be Requiem. Now, that is going to be a Garchomp. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. This is definitely not a favorable matchup. Dragon versus Dragon, this could be a huge problem for me, and with my speed dropped, I know I'm not going to be able to outspeed that Garchomp. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Garchomp is actually faster than Haxorus, but I could be mistaken. So I'm actually going to withdraw my Haxorus here. I do not want to lose this Pokemon. I'm going to bring in my Orthworm here, just because it's going to be able to resist the Dragon-type moves, but as well, it's also going to be able to pick up some health from any kind of an Earthquake. However, this is a special attacking Garchomp. Totally threw me off. I have not seen special attacking Garchomp since Generation 5. And that's the cool thing about Perlie, is that they actually have a lot of unique movesets for their team. So keep an eye out to see what you guys can spot, and post your comments in the comment section below. We're going to come in here now with the Dash Bun. So with Dash Bun onto the field, of course, we do get our speed lowered yet again, but we have the capability of going in for that whole Play Rough situation. Now, Play Rough, of course, is a Fairy-type move, and if I actually ended up going for a Terrestrialization, I might be able to get a boosted attack. So that's kind of my thought process here. I'm not really sure yet what my full choice is. I think I might hold off onto the Terra here for a little bit, But we did lock in for the play rough here, and they've actually been threatened now. They're going to take that Garchomp back. They're going to come in with their own Oricorio here, and it looks like it's a Pom-Pom form, which means it's flying and electric. And it actually managed to take that hit pretty decently. However, now it is going to go in for that Revelation Dance, and as you can see, that does a crazy amount of damage here. It looks like it was also Life Orbed as well. We're going to get another play rough off here. It's going to actually be able to pick up the KO onto the Oricorio, and that leaves 3 Pokemon remaining onto Perlie's side. Now that Garchomp is definitely one of those big threatening Pokemon I'm definitely afraid to see again. And then this thing comes in, Chomper. Honestly, I can't, I think it's Bruxish? Anyway, this thing is a beast. It's got Psychic Fangs, and they're going to go in for the Terrestrialization here to Pure Psychic. Honestly, this Pokemon is an insane Pokemon to use, and I mean that in a good way. This thing is crazy good. It even has an ability, I believe it was like Strong Jaw, I think, and that's kind of why the whole Psychic Fangs kind of works. But anyways, that actually picked up KO off onto the Dash Bun. And of course, we still have our Haxorus, and we still have Vaporeon. Now, Vaporeon to me kind of makes sense. It's got a really decent defensive stat. Plus, I mean, you know, we might be able to take it out, but, you know, as you can see, I'm kind of going back and forth here. My mindset right now in this battle is I'm either A, going to go in with Haxorus, outspeed the sucker, and then go for the Dragon Claw and pick up the KO. So that's kind of where we went here with the Haxorus. That's kind of the idea. Unfortunately, our speed still drops, but I honestly still thought I'd be able to outspeed the Bruxish. I don't think that's going to be the case here, but we are going to go in for the Terrestrialization into Pure Dragon. Now, if it does happen to have like Ice Fang or something, that's going to be like a 4 times weakness thing. It's going to just pick up the KO and knock us out. But I'm pretty sure they're probably locked into the whole Psychic Fang for some reason. Anyways, we'll see what happens here. There's the Psychic Fangs, and that's making direct contact with the Haxorus and just knocks us out. So obviously they got a really decent boost with their ability, and then of course with their Terrestrial. So unfortunately we lose our Haxorus here. Not really the outcome I wanted, but I completely give a huge shout out to Perlie for using this Pokemon. It's so unique. It's something you've never really see that often. And it just kind of catches you off guard. So we come back in here with a Vaporeon. Now, of course, we could go for the Chilling Water and lower the attack stat, or we could go for the Acid Armor and boost up our defenses. But really, I don't really have a whole lot for this Pokemon. So I could go for like an Ice Beam, try to freeze it, but I actually ended up trying to go in for like a Surf to get as much damage off onto it as possible. Psychic Fangs is actually destroying this Vaporeon. And we have some pretty decent HP onto it as well, so not really the best outcome here, but you know what, Perlie, you played amazing, and thank you very much for your battle. After battling you quite a few times, you kind of got me back into the mindset of having some unique movesets and doing stuff that might seem out of the norm. It's a great way to throw off your opponent and be able to pick up some wins. So kudos to you, good game, and I look forward to battling you again in the future. Peace out.